Good evening and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. I'm going to try to do embellishment here right quick. This is going to be our Dancing with Daisies embellishment from over on Ginger's Corner, our little weekly swap embellishment. If you haven't joined that, you can find that information in the description below. And you can go over there and just look and get inspired, or you can go over there and join us. You can just do any number of things. But I'm going to try to kind of quickly do this evening because I am headed to, my friends and I are going to our little local theater tonight. I don't even know what the performance is. We have a little local theater, and they sometimes it's melodramas. We get to throw popcorn. Sometimes it's kind of serious. But they do a really good job for a little local theater, like for our little town. So this is what we're going to do. I used a couple of different die cuts and a couple of punches to make this. So the die cut is, it says, be happy. I know I got these purple die cuts. There's a booth at our scrapbook convention that's usually in Arlington, but it's going to be in Denton this year, that sells little single die cuts. And I thought that one was cute, and I bought it and never used it. Maybe, no, I think I might have used it once, maybe, and then decided it on this one when we were going to do these daisies. And then I'm not even sure, I may have gotten this there too, the little flower, the little daisy, but I really like this one. So I decided the little die cut is cute. Here, let me show it to you, and it's cute, just like it is. It's just be happy, and it's got that little flower. But I wanted to step it up a notch, so we're going to double it so that it's a little bit more like chipboard. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I love daisies. I don't know whose idea the Dancing with Daisies was, but I just want to say thank you because I love daisies. Daisies were the flowers in my wedding bouquet almost 50 years ago. Be 50 years ago in September. My husband died in October. Sometimes I get those. But 50 years, September 20th would have been our 50th wedding anniversary. So, I'm really not that old. Ha ha. Well, I guess I'm not going to do this. I don't know why. I don't know. I must have left this open or something because it is struggling, not wanting to come out, and it usually comes out really good. There it comes. I can't see it on this. This is just a little piece of a scrap that I'm using as the, under this. Just kind of working around it pretty fast with my Nouveau Deluxe. Nouveau Deluxe doesn't give you a real long time to get things glued down. It dries very quickly, but it gives you a minute to get things put together. So we're going to try to do that. My glue is really not coming out very good, which is fine because it really needs to be narrow and sparse on this, but I do need to work fast. And it doesn't have to have every single little place covered, but you want it covered pretty good so that it'll stick together and make a good kind of chipboard piece. Now, I'll probably really mess it up since I'm trying to do this on camera. Get it up here where I can see just a little bit. I'm going to start it right down here and try to get it going on there pretty straight. And if it's not perfect on there, I just don't worry about it. And it is not, because it just gives it a little shadow. Yeah, that went on really pretty good. Okay, that looks pretty good. And you can always ink the edges if it didn't go on there really good and straight. Just ink the edges, and that covers a multitude of sins. But that actually went on there good. Okay, so that's got our little chipboard piece. Now, I couldn't look away while I was doing that. I need to, because this is going to be a really short video tonight, I want to go ahead and do the twist. I'm going to be inking this one little piece. This is the only thing that has to be inked tonight, and I want to do the twist. The twist tonight comes from Psalm 37:4, and I'm going to read it in the NIV. It says, "Seek your happiness in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desire." Well, the reason I wanted to do that is because, like I said, daisies are literally my favorite flower. I think that they're just happy to me. You see them growing out in the field and just waving in the wind, and they were in my bridal bouquet. I mean, that's how much I love daisies. And so to me, what that verse is saying is when our happiness is in the Lord, instead of trying to find our happiness in the world and in things and in situations and in people, when our happiness is in the Lord, then He gives us our heart's desire. Because when our happiness is Him, our heart's desires are different too. And so Satan would want us to find our heart's desire in earthly things, a better job, more money, this guy, this relationship, that relationship. That's what Satan would want us to do. But those are counterfeit glimpses of happiness that just last for a short season. And when we're really, truly happy in the Lord, it's regardless of circumstance. It doesn't matter whether we're in a pit or on a mountaintop. We have that true happiness, which is really joy. Joy is true happiness. We just can't find it in circumstances. We can't find it in money. It can only be found in the Lord because He's our only source. And so if we don't have a relationship with the Lord, then we don't have a source for our happiness. It's just that simple. Okay, so I got this inked, and I put the two flowers. The bottom flower is just white cardstock. This top one that is a little more, I don't even know what to say it's more of, it's a little different, is out of white glitter paper. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's that white iridescent glitter paper, so it really gives that a pretty look. And then I inked around the edges of the little flower center, and to me that really makes it look like a daisy. Simple as that. I just think it's cute. I love the wording, but this little flower, I even tried just putting something in the middle of it. It just wasn't enough. So now we're going to put our big pretty daisy on our title. I'm just putting some glue around that flower, and then I'm going to stick our bigger daisy to it. So this is really a simple embellishment / title. And if I were doing it for me, I might put some of this up on foam, but we have to keep our weekly swaps flat. Okay, so now just to step it up just a little bit, we're going to do these little flowers. And you can see I did these in a couple of different colors. Like I said, the ones I did for the swap are yellow, but I needed one in this color for something, or actually two, so I made some in this kind of teal color too. So this one is a little bit bigger flower. And again, the bottom one is just white cardstock, and I just used my little punches from Hobby Lobby. The bottom one is just a little bigger. The top one is the smaller one, and it is also out of that iridescent white glitter paper. I'm just going to offset them a little so that you can see all the petals. This one, again, just the white. And then the top one is going to be the iridescent glitter. Y'all, I'm getting ready to go on my cruise. We leave 2 weeks. Like today is a Saturday that I'm filming this. We leave 2 weeks from Monday. It's starting to get busy. We're really getting anxious to go. So there's our two little flowers. And you've seen me use this many, many times I make I'd punch holes out of cardstock and use them for enamel dots. I use them for these little flower centers. It's the little bitty hole punch, and I use it all the time for things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I just took some of this yellow paper. I used a little bit of our scattered straw that I inked the center of this daisy, and kind of inked that yellow paper just so it'd be a little darker, and punched those little hole punches to be the centers of these little flowers. Oops, get back on there. And that is, woo, I'm sticking to it. And that's just all I did for those little flowers. And I'm going to put one right here on this curly Q of the Y in happy. And I tried the other one down here, and I just didn't like it as well. It just needs to be more offset. That just looked too trying. I don't know. It just didn't look good, so I put it down here on that one. I'm going to try to get a few more done before I leave on my trip. And I really wanted to get a couple of layouts done, because I'm wanting to do Shannon Keith's, where she, draws the things and we do it. I had her send me everything, and I still haven't gotten them done. I've just been so busy. Of course, I'm involved in my semester. I'm a professor, so I'm involved in my semester, and it's kind of coming to an end. This is like when you have an embellishment like this, and we're supposed to put our name on them, and there's just nowhere to put your name because it's all these little bitty narrow things. I just, I punched a little 3/4 inch circle, and I'm just attaching it to the back of that flower so it's not going to show, and now it has my name on it. So that is our embellishment for this week. I'll see if I can get you some close-ups. So here is that one. Get this out of the way, clean up my mess. And here is the teal one. I think they're both pretty, but I just needed that teal for something that I was doing. So anyway, I think in the close-ups, maybe you can see that that's glitter paper a little bit better. Have a blessed day, and be a blessing to someone else. If you're a blessing to someone else, it blesses you. So have a blessed day. See you soon.